Yo, what's good, sports fans? Welcome back to the show. It's your boy, Parlay P, with my brother from across the world over there chilling. You know who he is. That's B Magic over there laying it down in Cafe Djibouti, not to be confused with her booty, because he eating that too. Hey, he getting his grub on. You know, we got to do this international recovery from the hangover thing. He got a jump start on us, man. So since he already got the thing jumping on, you know, B,
Man,
what you sipping on?
man, I'm on that water right now, bro. I'm trying to recover. Trying to recover.
Hey, if y'all
Hey,
don't notice, be real over there. All right. Be is real. This is not a game, man. This is not for show. I just want to know how come every time I come in the kitchen, you in the goddamn kitchen, eating up all the
hey,
goddamn people. Hey,
man, I got to, bro. I got to.
hey,
Trying
well,
to
look
soak
here,
it up. I
man.
got work in the morning.
Yeah, you gotta soak that up, man. Look, but you know, as y'all can see in the background, a little bottle right there. If y'all real drinkers, you know what that bottle go to right there. But I'm gonna have to go on and do me one right here. This is the
Yes, sir.
prescription for this weekend. I don't even need no salt because I'm salty enough after the way SMU did our parlays.
Oh man, I don't even want to talk about it.
Make your eye twitch. All right. Hey,
Yes, sir.
just so y'all know, before we jump off, make sure y'all hit that like, make sure y'all hit that subscribe, and jump off in the comments. Let us know what you sipping on, man. We love to get down with the people, interact with y'all. Hey, you got a game y'all want to know about? Hit us up. We'll break that down for you too. But tonight, we get into some MACtion. And you know I love me some MACtion because there's money to be made out in the Mac, baby. Hey,
Yes,
we
sir.
getting in. Quick rundown. If y'all didn't check the video out, we posted up our spreadsheet of the plays from the last video. If you watched the last video and you followed us and you saw the plays that we put out, boom, 75% hit percentage. Who doing numbers like that? Like we said, men lie, women lie. These kids lie too all the time. But those numbers don't, man. And that's what we do. We break down numbers. We look and we try to find where there's advantages against the house and we play them. But, we swing for the fences too. That's why it's picks, parlays, and of course, a little poison in there. All right, let's jump off into this MACtion, B. 7 o'clock kickoff tonight. We got Buffalo 2-0 going into Bowling Green. 0-2 Bowling Green. Trash Bowling Green. Yeah, I said it. All right. So yo, go get your scoop on. We got Buffalo. Buffalo is favored by 31 and a half. 45, 47. Hey,
45, 47.
hey, they putting the work to them out here, right? Hey, 35 and a half. We got Buffalo favorite. What you got on this game, B?
You see, that's why I went on ahead and kept on eating, bro. We ain't even got to talk about this too much, man. I think this is gonna be a basically pick your score for Buffalo tonight. Um, Bowling Green's giving up almost 600 yards of total
Mm.
offense. Total defense. I'm sorry. Um, it's just not gonna. It's not gonna fare well against this Buffalo team tonight, man. My boy Kyle Van I think he throws for about 400 tonight. I think they just go off, man. So at 31 and a half, if that's what it's at right now, if it's at 34 and a half, I'm taking Buffalo up to probably about 38.
Ooh.
But yeah, Buffalo easy. This is going to be when the coach decides to call off the dogs. That's when this game gets back under control. Until then, they're going to have the full throttle. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad quickly. So first half bet will probably be the better bet because they
Mhm.
might put in them eighth graders that they trying to recruit super early in the third quarter. So I'm rocking Buffalo 31 and a half. If that's where it's at now, that's easy.
Yeah, man. I went ahead and I jumped on some halftime action, some first half action that I got it at 18 and a half, Buffalo at 18 and a half. I think they go into the halftime well up, probably in that 24 to nothing, 24-3 if they feeling nice
Right.
kind of range. But I'm with you, man. This right here might get ugly. It might get uglier than that girl that came over there to see Smokey on Friday, man. Man, look, I'm telling you, it's gonna be bad out there tonight. The biggest thing, you know me, when I look at these numbers, scratch the names, get them out of the way. All right, let's look at the numbers, right? What the numbers tell us: 300 yards rushing a game. You are going into your third game and you are giving up 300 yards a game. That's mad numbers, man. That don't make no sense at all, man. I'm telling you, they got holes in their defense bigger than Sarah J in the interracial.
You say who now?
Pete, stop it, Pete. It's too early. Y'all real ones know what we talking about in that one, right? Hey, we real over here, man. We real. We are not playing around. Told y'all get entertainment and personality with these picks. But that to me is the biggest, that's the biggest gap right there, right? 300 yards rushing. Then you look over, okay, well, let's say they try to stop the run. They give up 290 on passing. Really? That's what we doing out here now in the MAC? Y'all D1? I mean, I went to HBCU, but dang, we don't give that up. That is ridiculous right there, right? So I'm telling you now, man, the running back for Buffalo, Patterson, averaging over 5 yards a carry. You're gonna eat. You're gonna eat like B. You're gonna eat like B Magic when he got a hangover. He gonna eat, baby. Look at him. Look at him. That's what he gonna do tonight, man. Patterson, get your run on tonight. Go ahead, put the foot to him. Let's just hope that Buffalo doesn't take the foot off the throttle in that second half. That's why I played some first half action on that. But I think they still get the job done, 31.5. I also think that if they're generous and let Buffalo score a little bit, this game can hit the over. Right now, the over is 59. I think Buffalo can put up, close to 50 by themselves. Give or take, a touchdown and a field goal for Bowling Green. Bowling Green's just too young, too inexperienced, too garbage right now. So, hey, I ain't got nothing else to talk about with that one, man. It's just even, bro, they punter is bad. How your punter bad, man? The punt, they net 30 yards on a punt, man. And you know they be punting the ball all the time. How are you only averaging? You're only netting 30 yards on your punts. Yeah, this gonna get ugly real quick, man. All right, I ain't got nothing else to say about it. I don't want to just keep being disrespectful, because these young men are out there trying to earn an education while they're out there in COVID. So yeah, that's what I got on that, man. If you good with it, let's roll on to some more match.
Let's roll.
Let's go. All right, let's jump off into 8:00 game on ESPN. This is a much better game for ESPN to cover. We got Akron going into Kent State. 0-2 Akron taking on 2-0 Kent State. Right now, seeing the line sitting around 27, 26.5, 27. It's been teetering. I've seen it up to 27.5. Vegas trying to get you. That key number is 27. If you guys really look at football and know how the scoring goes, 27 is one of those popular numbers. So we're seeing it fluctuate between 26, 26.5, 27, 27.5. Now I think this one opened at 24 or 24.5, somewhere around there. The over/under is 59.5 on this one. What you got on this one, man? You got the Zips going in there to take on Kent State.
I mean, this is another one we ain't really got to talk much about. I think Kent State beat Bowling Green 62-24. At this point, Akron is probably ranked the same, if not similar, to Bowling Green. So I think this one is another one. You got Kent State putting up 549 yards average total offense and allowing 333. Akron, they're not going to be able to hang at all. This game gets out of hand quickly. Again, this is a name your score for the head coach of Kent State Golden Flashes. So 26.5, I think they grabbed that easy up until probably 31, 4 touchdowns and a field goal. I think this game gets out of hand. And again, they got the 8th graders, 9th graders freshman in high school and they're playing, trying to audition for a scholarship. This game gets out of hand quickly. Yeah, I don't see this being a competition at all.
Yeah, I think I hate when we agree on all angles, but I'm telling you, the MAC, man, it's one of those things where we can look at the numbers and we can easily agree on a lot of this stuff, man. You either getting your whooped, or it's a tight game, right? It's no in betweens in these games. All right, so what I look at, the biggest difference to me is that defense for Kent State. I don't think Akron can score enough points in order for this game to stay under that spread. I think that Kent has definitely a much better offense. Both running backs, I mean, they're Bradford and Cooper are both toting the rock. I mean, Bradford is averaging over 7.5 like carry. So I mean, he's gonna consistently put them in short down situations, and that right there is gonna just propel them throughout. And then when you got a quarterback that's completing over 70% of his passes, over 500 yards, 6 touchdowns, only 1 pick. So he's not careless with the ball. He's not giving it away. And then you turn around and you go up against, a subpar defense, passing a little bit under 200, but they're giving up over 200 yards rushing. So when you put in a quarterback that's sitting there at second, and 3, third and 1, on a 2nd and 1, they can run play action and go deep on you. And their top 3 receivers all average over 12.5 a catch. So that's telling you they will stretch the field on you real quick. So when you're sitting there and you got those short down situations, that play action is going to eat you up because you're going to have to bring that safety down. Those linebackers are going to start creeping closer to that line of scrimmage. And if they bite, it's over with, right? One-on-one coverage, he's going to eat you alive, and he's not going to be careless with the ball. Now, on the flip side, Akron is careless with the ball. They average over 2.5 turnovers a game. I know how you get a half a turnover, but we're talking averages, right? So they're going to give you the ball at least 2 times to score on. That means likely short fields, easy touchdowns, easy conversions. Kent is going to punch it in. They're not kicking field goals on this Akron defense. They're punching that ball in. They're punching the ball in because they can run the rock. I also think the biggest battle is going to be won on the offense and defensive line. Kent's D-line has 7 sacks coming into the game, 17 tackles for losses, where on the flip side, you got Akron's offense giving up 6 sacks already and 10 tackles for losses. That means that the game is going to be played in the backfield of Akron. You can't get anything going. It's lights out for you. Their offense also sucks on third down at 35% completion conversion percentage. That's not going to get it done against this team. That's not going to keep it under the number. We like Kent. We told y'all to hammer Kent last week. Kent did their thing. They beat the brakes off them boys. So I like it to happen again. I think they are going to go ahead and get this done again. They're going to take advantage of these subpar opponents that they're playing. You got anything else on that one you want to throw at the people?
No, that's I don't want to say it's a gimme. It's only given Tuesday tonight, but I just think Kent State, with the shortened season, they got to take advantage of every game that they get. I think that they go out there, they have some fun. I think my man Crum, Dustin Crum, I think he goes off, has a good game. Like I said, they're putting up almost 550 total yards on offense now. I think that they might push 600 this game. If Akron comes out there flat like they did against Ohio or Western Michigan, they're going to run them boys into the ground. Yeah. So,
I agree.
Yes, sir.
Now, Akron did burn us last week, but it wasn't really Akron. It was more of Ohio's quarterback getting hurt in that game. That kept it under the spread. All right, so hey, let's move on. I got a game right here. I don't bet with my heart, right? We bet with our pockets, not with our heart. But I got somebody. I know somebody who go to Ball State, man. We moving over to tomorrow night's game, 7 p.m. on ESPN. ESPN News. I ain't know ESPN News was covering the MAC, but I guess so. All right. So we got Northern Illinois, 0-2 Northern Illinois, going into Indiana to play Ball State team, man. Shout out to Aaliyah, man. Hey, Aaliyah, hit your boy up. What you sipping on? Better not be no alcoholic because we know how old you are. But hey, look, jump on in there. Let us know what y'all sipping on. Ball State. They got a little term. B, I ain't even know this. They the Cardinals. They say chirp, chirp. That's their thing, man. Chirp, chirp.
Chirp,
So
chirp.
hey, chirp, 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 chirp to all of them. Hey, I probably ain't even say it right. Don't go jumping down my throat trying to whoop my ass when you see me. All right. But Ball State, man, I think they're favored by 14 and a half. I've seen on Bovada 15. So that line is moved. Opened up at I believe 13 and a half. It might have opened at or 14. And it's crept up to 15 points going into tonight against a Northern Illinois team that I put right there in that Bowling Green, Akron category, maybe a little step above. But I definitely like Ball State tonight. But let's hear your take on it. What you got on this
Um, I don't know, man. It's kind of that, that falls into that small sample size food group that we don't like to dabble in. I agree with Ball State looking like the stronger competition in this. They lost to Miami, Ohio by 7. They beat East Michigan by 7. When you look at Northern Illinois, they lost by 30 at versus Central Michigan at home and lost by 19 against Buffalo at home. So this is their first game on the road. They've already took 2 L's, both by 20 or more, average 25 if you break down the 2. So, the numbers would say that Ball State, just based off the analytics, will get this game. But I like the over in this game, man. I think that Ball State's defense is giving up more than it looks like Northern Illinois is giving up. So I think that I don't want to say it's going to be a shootout, but I think that Ball State will score enough to allow Northern Illinois enough opportunities to get lucky. So I think the over-under right now is what, 60, 62?
61 and a half, 62 on some sites.
Yeah, you got, if you look at Ball State, East Mich, they scored a total of 69. Miami, Ohio, they lost, scored a total of 69 again. Buffalo at Northern Illinois, total of 79. And then Central Michigan, which has a stronger defense, a total of 50. So I'm not confident enough in Ball State's defense to think that they hold this under. So I'd probably fade this game, but if I wanted to take anything, I'd probably take the over in this one. Over 61 and a half. I can see this game being a shootout, maybe 60, 65 to 69 range, but I would take the over or fade this game altogether.
Yeah, I think the over is probably the better play in this matchup, just because Ball State has struggled with their scoring defense. They have a set of linebackers that are actually pretty good and have high total over 20 tackles. But we don't know if that's because they're having to be on the field more and more opportunities to make tackles. But I think their linebacking course is fine. But their scoring defense has struggled, giving up 38 points to Miami in the first game and then turning around and giving up 31 in that game to Eastern Michigan. Now, where I think that the game gets out of hand and Ball State kind of pulls away with this one is definitely on the offensive side of the ball. Huntley leads the MAC in rushing right now. The kid has over 330 yards, 5 touchdowns, and is eating up yards at over 6 yards a carry. So Huntley's legit out there. The quarterback that they got, very experienced quarterback, hope I don't pronounce your name wrong, Plitt, looks like. Kid is throwing for over 65%, completing over 65% of his passes. They're at 46% on third down conversion. So they got to kind of up that a little bit. But I think they can definitely get the job done because Huntley's going to have them in those short down situations once again because he's going up against a Northern Illinois defense that gives up over 200 yards of rush. Well, that was against, a couple of teams that can run the ball. Buffalo and Central Michigan can run the ball. But like I said, this kid Huntley is leading the MAC in rushing. So just imagine what he's going to do to that already soft NIU defense that's going down there. Now, what they do have to worry about is cutting down on the sacks. Once they do drop back on passes, that's going to be an issue that they're going to have to clean up some. But I think they can get it done. Now, on the flip side of that, yeah, Ball State's defense has struggled, but I didn't realize this till I dove into these numbers. Northern Illinois' quarterback, his QBR is 30.2. Let me say that again. His QBR is 30.2. The boy is almost older than his QBR. He's in college. That don't make no damn sense, right? Yeah. The longest pass he's completed, 20 yards. Come on, man. The lead running back, 92 yards, 3 yards a carry. Unfortunately, the kid is from Florida. Must have been one of those leftovers. Cause he ain't getting it. What say you, B?
Raise my hand. I'm changing my analysis. I didn't know the QBR thing, so I'm going under now because he's trashy.
Trash.
I hope he gets better. I hate to talk about anybody while I'm, sitting over here sipping water from a Brita bottle. He is an athlete, so I give him that. He can improve, but right now I'm probably gonna fade this game. I was strong on the over, but now after hearing that, I don't want no part of this game, to be honest.
Sometimes y'all got to know when not to play it, right? B had those numbers. I told him I was gonna dive into this game. Because of Leah, I said, I'm going to dive into this game. I'm going to dive into these numbers. And I knew once I started sprinkling some of these numbers, you're going to be like, hold on, wait a minute. And that's not the alcohol talking to him, y'all. That's the analytics where he's like, wait a minute.
I got to fade that. I got to fade that. I think Ball State eats, but I'm not confident or non-confident enough in Northern Illinois to even bet on this game. So this is a fade for me.
Yeah, I think with this one, I like that over. I still think that even with the struggles at the quarterback position, I think that Northern Illinois, as flip-flop as they are, 30 points one game, 10 points the next game, that 30 points was against Buffalo. So in a blowout, when you start getting those, red shirt freshmen that, didn't play last year, so now they're getting a little opportunity to kind of get some experience. I think there's a spot there where Ball State can kind of let their guard down a little bit and ease up a little bit, and you can steal some points with Northern Illinois. I'm still going to go ahead and rock the over just for that factor. I think Ball State jumps out on them so hard that it becomes one of those games where everybody starts to get a little play. Hell, maybe Aaliyah might be able to suit up in this one and tote the rock. But I mean, I think it can get bad. I do like Ball State to cover, but I think it still hits that over just because of that factor right there. I think the game kind of gets out of hand, and there's some, mercy points, backdoor cover comes into play on that. Man. I ain't really got nothing else. I mean, I can go into the numbers some more, but this is what we're giving y'all people. Yeah, we got the personality, we got the jokes and all that. We talk the trash, but we do the math on it, man. We break down these games. We're not just out here throwing around random picks at everybody saying, hey, go and do this, right? We know there's some serious bettors that are out there that are listening to what we're saying, and hopefully they listen this weekend because they made some money, right? All right. So I don't have anything else on that one, man. You want to roll into that next game?
Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah, let's get that Toledo game. All right, we got Toledo, Eastern Michigan, a much better game right here. All right, this one kicks off Wednesday at 7 p.m. We got 1-1 Toledo heading into Eastern Michigan. right now got Toledo favored by 6.5 points. I think this one is gonna be a good game, man. What you got on this one, man?
This is another one, man. I like, I've been high on Toledo for a while. I like what they got going on. They went into Western Michigan and took it down to the wire. They lost 41-38, but they did beat the brakes off of Bowling Green, like most teams do in the MAC. And they dogged them 38-3. On the other side, you look at East Mitch. They went into Ball State, they lost by 7. They went into Kent State, and they lost by 4. So, you look at both teams, man, and they both are competitors. East Mitch has given up a whole lot more yardage. Defensively, they're giving up almost jumping into your lane, but giving up almost 260 yards rushing. And Toledo's averaging almost 240 yards rushing, so you already know what's going to happen there. But I don't know, man. Like this is another one I feel some type of way about, man. East Michigan has been away from home both games. They lost by 4 at Kent State, which are dogs. Kent State eats. They're hungry. They have offense, and they held them to 27. They went into Ball State, which Ball State is another team that eats, has offense, and they scored 31 on them, 38-31 there. So I don't know. This is another one I'm kind of undecided on, man. I've been kind of mulling on this one. I would probably buy East Michigan up to a touchdown, maybe 7.5, and feel comfortable. But I know Toledo can score. This would probably be one that I leave alone. But if I had to, if my my back was against the fire, I'd probably take East Michigan and buy the hook 7.5.
Okay. I can respect that. That's great breakdown on there. I think you used some of what I would actually use to favor Toledo covering at the 6.5. I like Toledo up to 10. I think the line is off on this one. I think Eastern Michigan has played in some close games, and I think that's why this line isn't higher and sitting around that 9 to 9.5 mark, or even 10. I think that Toledo's defense, they're legit defense for a MAC team, right? I mean, 200 yards, a little over 200 yards passing, and 145 rushing, which is second in the MAC. They have the fourth ranked total defense in the MAC right now. They're only giving up 22 points. But I think their offense kicks it in. I think their offense is far superior, especially running the ball. And I think that's where it's going to play out. And if you give me a team that can run the ball versus a team that can't stop the run, I'm going to take that touchdown. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, and I put in my, my MAC parlay that I put together. I took Toledo minus the 6. I actually bought the hook on the Toledo side, and I took it down to 6, whereas you bought it up to 7.5. So hey, they win by 7, we both win, right?
Which
Inshallah,
I can see happening.
I can see that happening, but I could also see Toledo kind of putting this out of hand. But Eastern Michigan is a strong team. I mean, they fight. They're not just going to give it up. They are one of the teams that have close MAC games. Right. All right. Absolutely. Anything else from this one before we go into probably the
I think that's going to be a dog fight, man. I think that one kind of goes to the last man standing. Whoever has the ball last wins easily, which will probably be Toledo, which is why I bought that hook on a 7, 7.5. I wouldn't take it at 6.5 because I don't trust East Mitch. So that's where we're at with it.
Okay, no doubt, man. Let's move over to what I think is the and what probably everybody's looking at if they follow MAC. The big MAC game of the week, right? We got Western Michigan 2-0. Huh?
Yeah, I see what you did there with the Big Mac.
You like that, the Big Mac? You know what I'm saying? Little secret sauce on there. All right, hey, we got Western Michigan 2-0 going into Central Michigan 2-0. Man, this line has changed. It was Central Michigan. I think it was -2.5 when we first saw it open up. It is now a pick'em game. I am loving it even more now because I was on Central Michigan when it was -2.5. Now you've taken that away, and all they got to do is win the game. Yeah, I mean that means the money's coming in on Western Michigan, but I got my reasons why I'm gonna go to Central Michigan. Let's hear your take on that. Oh, the line is 59.5 on this one as well.
I mean, you can't really give the home field advantage this year because of the Rona, or else I'd be all over Central Michigan. But I don't know, I like Central Michigan in this one, man. I like their running back, Kobe. You know, rest in peace to the great one.
No doubt.
But I think Kobe Lewis holds on to that ball long enough to, especially with it being a pick'em. I think that he controls this game and gives them enough momentum to get across that finish line with the W. Being that it's just a pick'em now, you know, I got to give at least a point to Central Michigan at home, being 2-0 in the conference. So I'm rocking Central Michigan at home with the pick'em. Easy.
Say easy with it. Oh, okay.
I mean, we're going at home, man. You gotta, regardless of the times and of the crowd, they're still at home, man. That you gotta factor that in, regardless of the situation. You know, Central Michigan has their fans there, regardless of how minuscule they are. They got their fans. They're on their home turf. And like the old Under Armour commercials, we must protect this house. Okay. Yes, sir.
I feel you, man. Look, I'm right there, Central Michigan. I'm rolling with you. I think this one, what does it for me is the Western Michigan Toledo game. Toledo completely outplayed Western Michigan until the last 2 minutes of the game. Up by 10, they gave that game away. Western Michigan should not have won. I'm loving it because, hey, I was on them. I was on the over hit real quick. Then they hit them with the fake spike, you know, and dumped that. And I did the free play video on that. And we got some footage on that. But, you know, also Central Michigan's defense is far superior to Western Michigan's right now. And you can't move the ball on them on the ground, which creates longer third downs and flip of what I've been talking about with teams that can run the ball. And I think when you're talking about a pick'em game, you gotta side with the team that can move the ball more and is more likely to convert those, you know, drives and continue those drives and get points on the board. And I think that team is Central Michigan. They are only allowing 18.5 a game. Yes, it's only a 2-game sample. Yes, they played Northern Illinois, but they also played Ohio, who has a pretty good defense. And we know how valuable their quarterback was. We saw that, you know, in that game against Akron. But then when you turn around, Western Michigan played Akron. Okay, so maybe your numbers are fluff because you played Akron on both sides of the ball. You know, your defense looks a little solid because you played a weak Akron offense. And on the other side, your offense stats look a little inflated because you played a weaker, you know, Akron defense. Now, when they ran up against Toledo, they still put up points. So the offensive side, I think, is legit. But they also allowed 38 points. And they pulled that one out with a punter with some stickum on his hand that's pulled that ball. I thought they were going to break the boy's wrist off. He pulled that go-go gadget arm on him and snatched that ball back, man, on that onside. Much respect to you. Double salute to you, punter, for Western Michigan. You did your thing on that one, especially after the kicker missed that extra point to put y'all in a situation where you needed a touchdown. But y'all drove the field and did it. So you got the job done. I just don't think you get the job done against Central Michigan. You're not in Kalamazoo and it's about to go down.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that wraps up the MACtion. I say, I think we've given the people the numbers. We gave you the numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, that's on you to go and do what you do with the numbers that we give you. We can give you our breakdown. We can give you the analytics on you to go and place that bet, right? Or just hang out for the entertainment factor. Get some laughs in, sip your soup while you having that hangover. Let us know what you sip in the home. Hey,
Yes, sir.
shout out. I got to give a shout out one more, man, to my Chacones, man. Friday, people. I got Chacones coming in town. I got Chacones coming from Philly. I got Chacones coming from Salt Lake City. Don't ask me why the boy's in Salt Lake City. He is the only black man in Salt Lake City right now that don't play for the Utah Jazz or the Utah football team of BYU. All right, hey, coming in town, we're going live Friday, but we're going to have all your picks on the next show. We're going to have your free plays coming up. We're going to also have, your Saturday plays that we're going to put out for college football, but we're also going to go live. And on that live show, we're going to have all kind of craziness going on. You're going to get a little insight to the Chacon, COVID lifestyle, because, we can't give you the full thing. But understand, picks, parlays, and poison, it's a lifestyle. We do this all the time. It's not just us around here playing around, man. So be magic, man. What you want to leave the people with?
I ain't got nothing today, man. Get with us. Follow us on the gram. Follow us on YouTube. If you got a game that you want us to dive into, hit us up on the Gmail. Just talk to us, man. Let's get it. Let's make this money. Let's break the bank.
That's right, man. Make sure to click that button. Subscribe, follow, tweet, Gmail, all that stuff. You know what y'all youngins do, man. I can't keep track with all this stuff, all this hippity hop stuff y'all be doing. But hey, make sure to follow us. Hit us up. Let us know what you're sipping on. Let us know what game you're trying to jump on. And if you made a little money with us, hey, let us know. People want to know.
Sir.
You making a little money? You put a little something on it? Go ahead and throw a little shout out on it. You ain't got to put your bet slip out there. We do that. But you go ahead and say, hey, man, I broke a little bread with your boys, man. Hey, that's all I got. I'm going to go ahead and, get me a little couple more swigs of this right here, and then get me a little bit of this recovery right here. Yes, sir. You see that?
Yes, sir.
Hey, yeah. Hey, y'all. This is not a show for kids. If I'm old enough to be your daddy, you shouldn't be watching this. I'm gonna let you know right now. Well, hold on. Technically, yeah, you shouldn't be watching this, right?
Yeah, it should not be.
Yeah, should not be, man. Hey, that's all we got for the people, man. We love y'all. Once again, tune in for the next episode. Double salute.